Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller has asserted that her administration is working for the people.
In situations like ours, growth and development processes are complex. They do not happen overnight.
But the work is already in train, and this year there are 6 strategic priorities. The first builds on the fiscal foundation laid last year.
Last financial year, it was primarily about negotiating a new medium-term agreement with the IMF. Government did that. This year, it's about staying the course, sticking with that IMF agreement, and passing all the quarterly reviews administered by the fund every 3 months. Fundamentally, there remains a determination to contain public expenditure, divest some key public assets, and continue the process of tax and pension reform.
Jamaica cannot continue to bar its way out of its troubles. That is why we have to make the economic adjustments.
Government's plan isn't only about spending more wisely. This year, the administration intends to put more people to work and keep the economy on a growth path.
We expect the rate of growth to continue to strengthen, especially as we continue to implement major reforms to enhance the business environment, as well as to intensify the efforts regarding strategic investment projects in tourism, transport, agri-parks, logistics, among others.
This year, particular attention will be paid to the development of 3 important growth areas. These are the cultural and creative economy. 2, innovation, science and technology. 3, for too long, we have not been, as a country and government, paying enough attention to nutraceuticals, to the nutraceuticals industry.
The government will be unrelenting in its efforts to reduce crime and build safer communities.
This year, the long-contemplated merger of the JCF and the ISCF is being implemented. Significant capital investment will be made to upgrade the technology available for police investigation and operations, and programs aimed at promoting respect for life and stronger values will be implemented. At the same time, critical pieces of legislation will be pushed to fight crime and secure justice for Jamaicans.
My administration is of the firm view, Mr. Speaker, that our human resource must be at the heart of our growth and development strategy.
Building on the 2013-2014 foundation, a raft of measures is being pursued to ensure a healthy and educated population, like making it easier for young people to get SLB loans to fund their tertiary education and building more centers of excellence for better health services at the community level.
Women and men, children, the elderly, those on the streets and in infirmaries, the poor and the disabled will all be targeted for social intervention initiatives this fiscal year.
The government will be spending over $5.5 billion to safeguard the welfare of the vulnerable in our society.
$75 million of this amount will be spent on Phase 2 of the short-term poverty intervention program.
This is not a new priority for the Portia Simpson-Miller administration. It is merely one that is increasingly finding center stage, and for a simple reason.
Apart from our people, the natural environment is our most precious resource. Its protection is critical to our economic and social development.
Among other things, this year will find government working to increase awareness on climate change in the public sector and the wider society, and generate information to guide adaptation and mitigation strategies, policies, and plans.
6 strategic priorities: fiscal prudence and pursuit of a credible macroeconomic program, economic growth and job creation, security and justice, human capital development, social inclusion and protection, environmental and climate change resilience. Government in action, working to make Jamaica the place of choice to live, work, raise families, and do business.